We are live at Coletco for tonight's Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know in the comments. Hit any kind of thumbs up button you see, regardless of what platform you're on, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We actually are live on Twitter right now. We're live on Twitter, but you can't comment on there. You can, but we can't see it unless we're watching on Twitter too. So you can go watch on there, but you can't buy anything. All right, hello everybody. Craig, first comment. Nothing's changed. Let me get this link. So I've shared it to the group. Now I'm gonna share it to our ads and a couple other places where I let people know we were having a sale tonight. So I don't like that furry thing. This way. Let me reclip this like that. That's about the best I can do. Unless I clip it on this. Test 1, 2. That's a little bit better. Okay. Don't like the furry thing. No, it was itching my neck. When I'm not wearing a hoodie and I can't attach my mic to my thingy. I'm going to reply to this. We are live now. All right, now I just got to share it to the Instagram. Got it shared there and there. Hello, Grant, Dan, Stephanie, Vicky, Vin, Jerry, Alex, Steven. And now one more place, which is Instagram. I just got to get the YouTube link. Let me find that. There we are. Share. And we're almost set up to start selling records. I'm still stalling. All right. I'm getting there. Last thing is chat. Boom. We're ready to sell records. First thing I'm going to start with is tonight's new vinyl. If anybody's watching for the first time, welcome. You're about to encounter a wild experience of record buying. I've got new auctions, new vinyl, new this, new that. And I hope everybody's having a great Friday night. We're having a sale tonight. We're having a sale tomorrow night. At some point tonight, I'm thinking about 8:30, 9 o'clock, we're going to give away some money if you bought cherry pie last week, and we got to do the $100 YouTube subscriber giveaway, so we'll be doing that. First, we have Prince The Hits Volume 1, $39.99. This is a 2LP Prince Greatest Hits, $39.99. Recently released. There for a while, the OGs of that was quite expensive. Prince is $39.99 though. Anytime I see this in stock, I grab it. If you don't have one already, you need to. There's a rumor going around that the Pink Floyd is releasing a super duper deluxe Dark Side of the Moon box set, but evidently it's going to be like a limited, super expensive, like, I've already had 2 people message me and say, hey, if you're able to get one of those super duper Pink Floyd sets, I'll take one. I don't know. I think it's going to be something like the George Harrison thing where it's like $1,500 or something crazy. So I don't know though. Pink Floyd though, Dark Side of the Moon, remaster, $38.99. I have one copy of Def Leppard Retroactive. Def Leppard Retroactive. That's a 2LP. I hadn't had that since they reissued this last year. That is $46.99. Def Leppard retroactive. I have 2 of those. I also have a restock of Chris Stapleton Traveler. I looked in the bin and we didn't have any. I was like, whoa. I had a big stack of them, but we must have sold a lot during Christmas. This is $38.99. That's a 2LP version of Chris Stapleton Traveler. More Smashing Pumpkins Adore have come in, which is good because it seems like we still sell a couple others every now and then, every show or two. They'll eventually all be gone. The Smashing Pumpkins Adore is $49.99, and we have my pre-order for this, which is still on my laptop, on the Word document. This is a new release from Rhino, Start Your Ear Off Right, which is Dire Straits' Money for Nothing. That is a Dire Straits Greatest Hits. This is $49.99. That is Dire Straits' Money for Nothing. 2 LPs on green vinyl. I only have 1 left, and it does have a light seam split right there. Unfortunately, that's the only one I have. It has a light seam split. So this was actually back ordered. I didn't get all of them that I ordered, and this is the only one I have left. So whoever claims this one, it does have a light seam split right there, just so you know. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. So what this is, remaster cut by Bob Lugwood, vinyl cut by Bernie Grunman. This is supposed to be really super high quality, and it's on green vinyl, $49.99. I have a pre-order for that. Tanner is about to hand me the sheet. Thank you. So the pre-order for this was the following people: Tim Holloway, Jeffrey Butts, Carlos Diaz, Joe Valentine, Jerry Stone, George Buchanan, Jeff McIntosh, Richard Davis, Sean Crupper, Rich Recor, and Lillian McCurry. Everybody got one. Everybody got one. And Randy, if you're okay with that light seam split on that one, let me know. And I've got to let Lillian know that hers has a light seam split as well. There was 2 that had light seam splits. New restock. Pixies. Best of Pixies, Wave of Mutilation. The Pixies is $39.99. Is that 2 LPs? It is. This is a 2 LPs Best of Pixies. I have 5 of those available. Best of Pixies. Def Leppard Pyromania restock, $33.99. And this was a surprise restock. That's why I used it as our thumbnail. I was going to post that they were coming in, but I figured I'd make it a surprise. That's REM Life's Rich Pageant. Haven't had this in a while. REM Life's Rich Pageant, $36.99. I think I've got 5 of them. I do. I have 5 of them. And I've been selling the heck out of REM albums lately. All those greens and oranges and all the other ones we had, they're all gone. Monster. Jeff McIntosh wants one. I have 4 left. I also have Cameron Nance on REM. Life's Rich Pageant. So the pre-orders were first, Craig Proper, you got a Def Leppard Adrenalize. Craig Proper, your Def Leppard Adrenalize came in. I actually got another extra to sell, but it was damaged. And then Ted Mindpiece, your gold vinyl ZZ Top Eliminator came in. That was the last one we needed. Thomas O'Brien, your Yes Fragile came in. And then I already read the list for Dire Straits. I just jumped on. Did you say Pixies? Yes, I've got Pixies. The Best of Pixies. That hadn't been available for quite some time. $39.99. And Mike, REM is $36.99. I've sold 2. I've got 3 left. This was some stuff from last night, but I'm going to go ahead and show it because I put it all in the same crate. That's Pearl Jam, Rearview Mirror, Greatest Hits Volume 2, $34.99. We've also got Blink 182, $31.99. Cheshire Cat. Janie Lane is $28.99. Def Leppard Euphoria. I've restocked all those Def Leppard albums we needed. John Prine, self-titled, $29.99. Tyler Childers, Red Barn Radio, $26.99. George Strait, Cold Beer Conversations, $29.99. And Coulter Wall, $29.99. So that back half of the crate is the only stuff that came in stock today, came back available. Shepherd Michael wants Def Leppard Pyromania. We're going to sell that to Shepherd Michael. And so one more time, Prince Greatest Hits Volume 1. Prince The Hits Volume 1 is $39.99. We've got Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. That is $38.99 for Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. Def Leppard Retroactive, $46.99 for Def Leppard Retroactive. That's a 2LP. Chris Stapleton Traveler, $36.99. And Smashing Pumpkins Adore, $49.99. We did not get any Velvet Underground. The rest of this week's See Your titles, Start Your Year Off Right, have not been delivered. So that means we won't have them until Monday. $39.99. Best of Pixies. Jonathan Berg says Prince because you said I need it. Did I say that? You need everything in the crate then. That is Prince, The Hits, Volume 1. Do you have Clash? Give them enough rope. I saw that in stock last night, and I thought we had a copy, but we didn't. But I can get you one, Jerry. I saw where those are available if you want one. David Howard wants Retrospective. That was right here. Retroactive. Thank you, Tanner. David Howard, you get Retrospective Active. That's so did David Howard. And I still got all the Pixies, Best of Pixies, Wave of Mutilation, $39.99. There are 5 of those available. Jerry Stone, I will put you down for one. That was Clash, Give Them Enough Rope. Then, of course, REM, Life's Rich Pageant. 3 of those left for $36.99. And then all the stuff from last night, which was Pearl Jam, $34.99. Blink-182, $31.99. Janie Lane, $28.99. Def Leppard Euphoria, $39.99. John Prine was $29.99. Tyler Childers, restock, of course. George Strait and Coulter Wall. Those are all available. The back half of the crate was tonight's new vinyl arrivals. Not a lot of releases this week, actually. They didn't put out a lot of new titles this week. The official, I guess, back to the main grind of titles starts next week. Starts next week. The George Strait is called Cold Beer Conversations. It is $29.99. First time we've ever had that one. I showed that last night. Let me grab some of our auction and autograph titles that we're going to be selling tonight. I've got them right back here, along with a lot of other Japanese titles we're going to flip through. Got some Japanese stuff to go back through as usual, kind of with the way we do things. Buy it now, best offer. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and get our first couple auctions started for tonight. All right, first, let's do some stuff that I had on the Facebook ad, which was Allman Brothers. Did I get the Warrant and Crimson Glory waiting list? I will make sure that you did. I don't know, but I will make sure that you are on both of them. First auction is the Allman Brothers. Last time I had one of these, there was quite a lot of bidders. Didn't realize how many people still needed a copy of this. Of course, this is the one to have. It's a nice Japanese pressing, gatefold quality, or Japanese quality. It's a gatefold. Really nice cover, textured. Has the lyric insert, and it also has this Japanese insert. It is 2 LPs. Kind of weird seeing it on a green Warner Brothers label. That's not the way it normally looks in the U.S. Just kind of strange seeing that. This is a Japanese pressing. It is near mint, pristine Japanese vinyl. Allman Brothers, Eat a Peach. Super nice copy. There's the Japanese flip book, lyric insert, and there's the cover. That's a $45 start. $45 start for for Allman Brothers. Sorry, I'm reading comments. Allman Brothers, Eat a Peach. That's a $45 start. Charles, I don't have Smashing Pumpkins Pisces anymore. And which Pearl Jam? We have Pearl Jam. Let's see. Everybody's saying my mic sounds really scratchy. I'm not doing anything different. Let me move it to how I'd normally keep it. Justin, it's your fault. Test 1, 2. Okay, let me keep it right there. I don't know, maybe it's moving a lot. Maybe move it up here where it's not rubbing against that thing. Okay, let me try that. Somebody, as soon as the show started, said the same thing. So, okay, and let's see here. Okay, I think the other Japanese stuff's still in the office. If the door's unlocked, I'll go grab it in just a second. All right, first crate is new vintage arrivals. Seth's fault. Yeah, we'll blame it on Seth. He's not here tonight, so it's always his fault. Foreigner. Yeah, there should be one more crate of Japanese vinyl in the office. So this is Foreigner Double Vision. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. Robin Trower, In City Dreams is a VG Plus, $14.99. Robin Trower, In City Dreams, VG Plus, $14.99. Joe Sloop is at $45 on the Allman Brothers. Thank you. Cars Candy-O, first bin of tonight. Everything is check condition. The Cars Candy-O, that's a VG copy, $12.99. Eddie Money, Life for the Taking. EX, $12.99 for Eddie Money, Life for the Taking. Aerosmith Rocks, great titles in our check condition bin. VG Plus, $19.99 for Aerosmith Rocks. VG Plus, $19.99, Aerosmith Rocks. Dr. Hook, Sloppy Seconds. That's a VG copy, $9.99. Patrick Carter, First to the Cars. Candy-O, sold to Patrick Carter. Everything in our check condition bin is check condition. It's everything less than near mint minus. That means it's stuff that's VG, VG Plus. When you listen to them, they're going to have a little bit of noise, you know, maybe a pop or something. Check condition records. Heart. This one's called Passion Works. This is EX, $14.99. Heart Passion Works. Wolves Council wants Dr. Hook. If you're watching for the first time, my first announcement for new buyers is it's very easy to buy from us. Just comment whatever you want. We're live on YouTube right now. We're also live here on Facebook and here on YouTube. To me, I feel like we're on Facebook and then we're streaming to YouTube, which we're streaming to both. But Facebook is, I guess, our home. That's our home network. If you buy anything, I'll recognize you're a first-time buyer, and I will give you some instructions. We make it very simple to buy here. It's very simple. Okay, Christopher Cross, self-titled, Japanese press. It's near mint, pristine. I don't know if we've had this before on Japanese, but not too often for some reason. It's a very popular album. But that's a near mint copy with Obi. That's a $25 start. Ride Like the Wind, Sailing, Christopher Cross. By the way, Joe Sloop is at $45 on the Allman Brothers. That's a Japanese press. That's at $45, going twice, going 3 times. Little River Band, Sleeper Catcher. That's a VG Plus, $7.99. Hank Williams Jr. and Friends is a VG copy for $19.99. Hank Williams Jr. and Friends. Heart, Dog, and Butterfly. VG Plus, $14.99 for Heart, Dog, and Butterfly. Signs of the Zodiac, Cancer. That's a VG Plus, $19.99. Pacific Gas and Electric, starring Charlie Allen. VG Plus on that, $14.99. Darwin bid first on Christopher Cross at $25. Sean, you were second, so you're out. Alice Lowry first on Little River Band. Sell that to Alice. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Deja Vu. This is a VG copy for $14.99. Deja Vu. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Ron Phillips on Dog. That's Dog and Butterfly for Heart. Sell that to Ron Phillips. Chic Your Booty, which is Frank Zappa. Zappa Records, 1979. That's EX condition, $24.99. Brian Adams, You Want It, You Got It. That's a VG copy for $9.99. Brian Adams. It's got some of these sleeves like this. They leave a lot of weird acidic transfer over the years. And that's what happened to this one. VG copy, $9.99. Any more REM? We have 3 copies left of REM Life's Rich Pageant, Tyler. I have 3 copies left. Stevie Wonder, Hotter Than July, is a VG Plus, $17.99. All right, let's go ahead and sell Allman Brothers. Sell that to Joe Sloop. Joe, you got a very nice record there. That's one of my personal favorites. Sell that to Joe for $45. And final call, Sean, if you want in on this, never mind. Grant says he's in. He's in at $26 on Christopher Cross. So we're still bidding on that. Walt Cruz wants the Bryan Adams, and Tyler Browning says he'll take an REM Life's Rich Pageant. I've got 2 copies left if anybody wants one. That's a surprise restock from REM. I meant to make a post, but I didn't know how many I was getting or how many I could get after I realized they were back in stock. And guess what? They were all gone. Doesn't mean I can't get more, but you better buy these 2 while you can. So, okay. Do you have any more of the 10 years? Yes, I see 2 copies in front of me right now. Kenny Rogers in the first editions, Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town. That's a VG copy, $9.99. And Annie, original motion picture soundtrack. That's a VG copy, $9.99. We're going to keep 2 auctions going all night because we got a lot to auction. I guess we're doing some of Chad's personal favorites because here's one too. One of the best sounding versions of this you can get. There's not a lot of, I guess, audiophile Elton John stuff out there, so Japanese is usually a good way to go. There's a couple things, but they're pretty tough to get. There's a Madman Across the Water that's 100% analog, and it's quite expensive. It took me forever to find a sealed copy, and I probably paid way too much for it. However, this is a pristine Japanese pressing of Elton John's greatest hits. I have this exact version. I've listened to this hundreds of times. US, foreign pressings, UK, whichever. This is really good sounding version. It also includes the insert. It's really nice condition, very nice cover, complete with obi, book, original inner sleeve, and near mint vinyl. That is a $65 start. Elton John's greatest hits, super clean Japanese copy. Jonathan Berg is at $27 on Christopher Cross. Let's see. Dustin Chandler said, how much? How much is 10 years after? And that is, or excuse me, I keep calling it 10 years after. Excuse me. That's just muscle memory. 10 years, the Autumn Effect, $38.99. 10 years Autumn Effect, $38.99. That's my last 2 copies. Thanks for the REM. I can barely hear. Happen to check in. Break Fox Theater, Casey and the Sunshine Band, B-52. Sounds like you're at a good concert. Casey and the Sunshine Band and the B-52s. Wow. I wouldn't mind seeing Casey and the Sunshine Band. That'd be pretty cool. MoFi Yellow Brick Road. Yes, that's out there. Very expensive, though. Very expensive. Ryan Anderson on Zappa. Ryan Anderson, so far, he is our #1 Zappa buyer of the week and last week. Grant Peltzer's at $30 on Christopher Cross. Jonathan is at $65 on Elton John. And Brian Annie was a VG copy for $9.99. Dustin Chandler wants a 10 years, the Autumn Effect. I have 1 copy left if anybody else wants that. And the original motion picture soundtrack to Mel Gibson is Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. That is a VG copy, $12.99. The Doobie Brothers to Lou Street. I just combined words there, Doug. The Doobie Brothers is EX, $12.99. I do that. I sometimes take the letters and mash them. That's EX, $12.99. Brian Hummel says he'll take the Annie. You checking out, Doug?
I'm out.
Thank you for your services. Doug has been...
paid today and haven't received tracking, then we'll get one.
Okay, I'll let him know. Doug has packed up. A lot of people's got tracking numbers. He just said if you hadn't got a tracking number and you paid by today, you'll have tracking by Monday.
There's only so much we can fit on the mill.
That's right. We have a lot of packages in the office going out. I'll take a picture of it. So thank you. Have a good weekend. So now the crew, Doug just left for the weekend. He said if you hadn't got a tracking number yet, you'll get it on Monday. Now it's me, Tanner, and Ed. And Justin, where did he go? He's in the back. Justin's our tech guru. I had to call him in for an emergency situation. But he's around here somewhere. He used to work here. He's around here somewhere. Okay. Brian got Annie. Let's see. They start the Las Vegas. Well, that's a good reason for me to go to Las Vegas. Let's see. Tracks on Rogers. Kenny Rogers tracks, Adam. Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town. Me and Bobby McGee, new design. Always leaving, always gone. Listen to the music. Sunshine. Once again, she's all alone. Girl, get a hold of yourself. Good Times, Good Time Liberator, and Reuben James. That's a VG copy, $9.99. All right. Let's get an update on our auctions. I got a little sidetrack there. Grant Peltz's at 30 on the Japanese Christopher Cross. Jonathan Berg is unopposed right now, 65 on the Elton John's Greatest Hits. That's both are going twice, going 3 times. Plastic Ono Band. I lost my memory for a second. John Lennon, Plastic Ono Band, VG, $14.99. Bad Company, Run with the Pack. This is a VG Plus, $14.99. It's got this foil cover that always shows wear. I don't know if there is a perfect one in existence unless you find one sealed. Bad Company, self-titled, VG Plus, $14.99. Probably the most fastest selling Bad Company record, this one. Boom, it's gone. Bad Company, self-titled, VG, $14.99. Kansas, Leftoverture, that is EX, $17.99. Pretty nice copy. That side there looks really nice. I think there's just a couple scuffs on side one, keeping it from being a near mint record. VG Plus cover. This is the soundtrack to what? Stuart Copeland and Rumble Fish. Never heard of that one. That's a VG copy, $9.99. Greg wants Bad. Greg, I've got 2 Bad Companies in here. I've got Bad Company self-titled, and I've got Run with the Pack. Let me know which one you want. I'm assuming you want self-titled, but you can also have both if you want. Ivan Villavenicio gets the Plastic Ono Band. Tracy Miller gets Kansas, which is Leftoverture. Sell that to Tracy Miller. And Wyatt wants Rumble. He wants the Rumble Fish. Sell that to Wyatt. That was a new one on me. I might have to check that out. Ed, you ever watched Rumble Fish? Yeah, that's a new one on me too. All right, let's go ahead and sell our 2 auctions. We've got sold $30, Grant Peltzer on the Japanese Christopher Cross. I'll go ahead and slide it back in its sleeve here for Tanner so he can tag it. And we got Elton John going to a new home, Jonathan Berg. Jonathan, it makes me happy when I see somebody buying this because I know you're going to listen to it. And that means you're going to be listening to Elton John's Greatest Hits. So that's going to make me happy. Sell that $65 to whomever I just said. Who did I just say? Jonathan Berg. He's the one going to be listening to it. Let's see. Just going to make sure I got a copy. Yes, Dustin, we got you down for a copy. Greg wants self-titled Bad Company. I told y'all, it is extremely rare. We could have a VG minus copy of this, and it would still sell. Just a very desirable album. Bad Company, self-titled. Sell that to Greg Brummett. Jesse Hood says he wants the Kenny Rogers. Somebody asked about it earlier. Whoever asked about this earlier, if you're passing, I didn't see you say yes or no. I'm going to sell the Jesse, but you can still have it if you want it. Didn't know if maybe I missed your comment. The Chambers Brothers, The Time Has Come. VG Plus, $14.99. The Mothers of Invention, Freak Out. That's a VG copy, $24.99. All right, let's get 2 new auctions going. We're going through these fast, it seems like. Should we go ahead and start an autograph? Yeah. Yes. Ed said yes, very fast. Okay, we'll start with a warm-up autograph. Peter Noon. He's a warm-up. And then let's bring out an Obi-less Japanese pressing. But I have a feeling somebody's going to want it because it's a great album. Also highly desirable. Oh, Ryan Anderson, Mothers of Invention. Who would have thought it? Wayne, you were second. Now, Ryan, I know you're fairly new. Wayne's been with us for a long time. Usually, Wayne is the #1 Zappa buyer. So, Wayne, you've got some competition now. Ryan Anderson's been all over these Zappa and Mothers of Inventions albums. All right, I've got a Herman's autograph. I meant to text Steve Cole. My other phone, my business line that I text him on is dead. I was going to tell him to watch tonight, and I was going to get some information about some of these. But I found the other autographs, and I was going to let him know or get some information so I could tell y'all, whoever buys these, some of the provenance on where these came from. But a quick backstory, we bought a collection back in October from Atlanta. The man's name was Steve Cole. He's an Atlanta native. He called himself a groupie. Traveled around Atlanta, collected all these autographs. He had 12,000 LPs. So to keep it simple for those that don't really care about that, but I hope you do. These are 100% authentic, and as I've always said, if you do have it authenticated and it doesn't come back real, I'll give you your money back. But these are authentic without question. All right, so this is autographed by Peter Noon, who was the front man to Herman's Hermits. Original studio album here. Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Daughter. That's a $25 start. It says, cheers, Peter Noon. But, man, Steve's collection was incredible. He's a really cool guy. He still has a binder. So we bought all of his autograph records, but he has a binder full of autographs where maybe he just met somebody and they signed a scrap piece of paper. And he kind of wanted to hold on to that. I mean, obviously, he was sentimental to some things. I'd like to buy that stuff from him soon. But, so yeah, $25 start on that. Then we have Van Halen 1984. This is a near mint Japanese pressing. This is going to sound fantastic. It doesn't have an obi, which that strip of paper may cost you $45 if it did. We're going to start this at a $45 start for Van Halen. What I meant to say is that piece of paper may add $20 or $30, but that one doesn't have an obi, $45. Steve sometimes hops on and watches, but I hadn't seen him in a while. Maybe he's seen we were going to sell some of his autographs tonight. I don't know. But what I was going to do is ask, because it's very interesting to me. I'd like to get some of the stories on when he met these people, where he met them, etc. He has some of those still documented, and a lot of it's still in his memory. He sent me a text on a few things. The David Crosby autograph I got, the Keith Emerson, the Mamas and Papas we're selling tonight. I had a text from a while back on that. So, okay, back to the LPs. We have AC/DC. For those about the rock, this is a VG minus. I repeat, a VG minus. This one has been well listened to. That's a $9.99 VG minus. The Best of the James Gang, VG plus, $14.99. Best of the James Gang, Funk 49, Walk Away, $14.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is a VG copy, $14.99. VG copy, $14.99 for Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And the Beach Boys Holland, VG $12.99. Beach Boys Holland, $12.99. I don't think he has seller's remorse so much that a lot of people like what we do. I think I said it last night because they can see where their records are going to. A lot of people watch our sales for a few weeks that are thinking about selling their lifetime collection. And they're like, wow, this is awesome. If I sell it to these guys, I can watch who they're selling them to and see that they're all going to new homes. So when people finally reach the point they're ready to sell, they like selling to us because they can see where their records are going. So Jared Koski gets AC/DC. Charles Hantz on the Beach Boys. And Dustin Chandler, I just sold AC/DC. It was $9.99. Another Beach Boys. This is Endless Summer. VG plus $14.99. And Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. VG plus $19.99. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. I just shared a password with somebody. Nazareth is VG plus $19.99. Hair of the Dog. Let's see. Floyd, you were third technically on AC/DC. Jeremy Dalton on the Beach Boys. And Brandon Jackson on Nazareth. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the Peter Noon. $25 a bid with Tom Ulanowski. That's going twice, going 3 times. And Van Halen, 1984, Japanese press. Craig has that for $45. That's now going twice, going 3 times. $25 and $45. Early Steppenwolf is a VG $14.99. Oh, no. Justin said roll tide. I just completely, my brain just destroyed the feed. We got to stop the entire show now. Oh my gosh. Jeremy Dalton got the second Beach Boys, yes. Yeah, Jeremy got Endless Summer. Steppenwolf Live, this is a 2LP, VG copy, $19.99. And From Russia with Love. Believe it or not, I'm halfway through this for the 10th millionth time, but I was watching it. Not last night, night before. I usually watch movies while I'm at the gym. I know, very productive, right? But, man, that's one of the greatest there. That's one of the greatest ones. VG Plus $14.99 From Russia with Love. And Blondie Eat to the Beat, EX $19.99. EX $19.99. 52 to 49, someone posted in the comments, Justin. Brent Rabley is at 28 on Peter Noon, and Don bid 27. Grant Peltzer wants the Bond soundtrack. Who's the guy singing that theme song? Matt Barano from Russia with Love. Of course, all the music by John Barry. Very cool. Great movie. I'm kind of partial, though. All right, so they're bidding on Herman's Hermits. It looks like we got a couple interested parties. I can go ahead and sell Van Halen, though. Van Halen is sold for $45 to Craig Proper. I'll get another one rolling. Let's do the Beatles, Please Please Me. This one's technically check condition. It's EX, which means it's got a couple scuffs on it, maybe holding it back from being a perfect, I can't call this one pristine. Let me see here. Side 2, maybe one little like microscopic scuff right there. And then side 1, same thing, like right here. But I'm telling you, an EX for these Japanese pressings, you're going to be very happy. Please Please Me is a $45 start. This is a Japanese pressing, UK flag series. When you see these Japanese pressings, keep in mind, this isn't from 1963 when this album originally came out. I don't know if Please Please Me was even released in Japan in 63. If you had a 63 Please Please Me with an Obi, or even a 64 with an Obi and it was near mint, it would probably be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. That's probably a very rare record. These Japanese pressings we have with the UK flag, most of these are reissues from the 70s. They're still really nice quality, and they're usually in really nice condition. So that is a $45 start for the Beatles, Please Please Me. Just so everybody knows. I think one night I was showing a Please Please Me or something like that, and someone was like, is that from 63? And there's a little bit of confusion, but the true first presses of Please Please Me from the UK are extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. Okay, Don is at 35 on Herman's Hermits, and Tom Yonowski also bid 35. Looking for 45 on the Beatles, Please Please Me. But that is one I've noticed a lot of people need to complete their Beatles discography. That's usually one some people need. All right, let's go through these one more time very quickly. Foreigner is a VG Plus, $14.99. Robin Trower is a VG Plus, $14.99. Eddie Money, Life for the Taking, is EX, $12.99. Aerosmith Rocks is a VG Plus, $19.99. Heart, Passion Works, EX, $14.99. Hank Williams Jr. and Friends is a VG copy, $19.99. Signs of the Zodiac, Cancer, VG Plus, $19.99. Pacific Gas and Electric, starring Charlie Allen, VG Plus, $14.99. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu, that's a VG copy, $14.99. Stevie Wonder is VG Plus, $17.99 for Stevie. Mad Max is VG, $12.99. And Doobie Brothers to Lou Street, EX, $12.99. Still got a few more in there. Bad Company, VG Plus, $14.99. All right, Herman's Hermits. Don has the high bid, Tom. Tom Ulanowski, you're out. Don Unstad has that for 35. Never mind, Tom's right back in at 37. Jeremy bid 45 on the Beatles. Eric Fisher's at 50. Justin said some awful words in the comments again. Chambers Brothers is VG Plus, $14.99. Best of the James Gang is VG Plus, $14.99. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, that's a VG copy, which was $14.99. Early Steppenwolf, VG, $14.99. Steppenwolf Live was a VG, $19.99. And Blondie, Beat to the Beat, EX, $19.99. Josh Iannuzzi wants the Bad Company. We've got Joe Sloop on Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, which was Deja Vu. We also still got Crosby, Stills, and Nash in there. Anybody else want anything in this crate? Tom is at 37 on Herman's Hermits autograph. We have an autographed Herman's Hermits album, which is signed by Peter Noon, and that is at $37. Tom Ulanowski. Final call. Eric Fisher's at 50 on the Beatles. Ivan, we already have a $50 bid, so you're out. Eric has that for 50. I'm about to change crates. And John, I've already sold Deja Vu. It's already sold. I'll put up new auctions as soon as those end. Okay. We do? Okay. Let's see. I thought we did. Yeah, we found the rest of the autographs earlier. So I was excited to see that. So now I can keep a constant, hopefully I'll keep them up here where I can get to them, and we'll have a constant flow of autographs every sale. I'll definitely post what we're going to be putting up, but Ivan's at 55 on the Beatles. Final call on Herman's Hermits. Final call on that. All right, I'm going to do another bin of new vintage arrivals. These are all new vintage, unshopped, first time we've ever put them out. And then I'll go through some new vinyl that we had last night. Rock and Roll Machine Triumph, 1999. Haven't seen that in a while. Has a little bit of writing, RM right there in the smoke. It's a Ghost Stamp promo. That is 1999. Paul McCartney is $24.99. Back to the Egg. A really nice copy. For some reason, the cover on Back to the Egg is usually kind of beat up. This one does have a little bit of wear on it, but $24.99 on that. Lowride Earl Klugh, $9.99. So McCartney, Earl Klugh, and Triumph. Sweet and Funky Gold. This is a Sam and Dave hits compilation on the Gusto label, $9.99. And The Undisputed Truth. The Undisputed Truth. That's on the Gordy Motown label. That is $29.99. All right, we can go ahead and sell Herman's Hermits. Beatles is still getting some activity. Tom Ulanowski gets the Peter Noon autograph for $37. $37 on that. Let's see what else we got back here. A couple of these. All right, let's do Chubby Checker. Let's do Chubby Checker here. Chubby Checker. Don't Knock the Twist. Now, a lot of these, I hadn't really even looked at the vinyl. If you're interested on the condition of the vinyl, I can. But a lot of these, I don't know if I even checked, the condition. But so this is autographed on the back. Very big and bold. Purple Sharpie. It says Chubby Checker, 90. I guess that means it was autographed in 1990. Chubby Checker. Don't Knock the Twist. I'll start Mr. Checker out for $25 start as well. Chubby Checker, $25 start on him as well. All right. Undisputed Truth has a song Smiling Faces sometimes on it. Yes, Ed told me that earlier. I forgot to mention that. Okay, high bid on the Beatles is at $62 with Pete W. He's on YouTube as Pete W. He's at $62, and that's the high bidder on that right now. Surf City, Surfing USA, The Tides, $9.99, and other surfing favorites. John Sheehan's at $25 on the Chubby Checker autograph. Songs I Wish I Had Sung the First Time Around. That looks like Bing Crosby. It is. Bing Crosby. It's in a very interesting Decca bag sleeve. Decca label. And that is $9.99. Bing Crosby, Songs I Wish I Had Sung the First Time Around. Look at that advertisement for Patsy Cline there. That's an early, this is an original press, of course, so that's a pretty cool ad on there for Patsy. $9.99 on that. Sold to Lisa Montgomery. Let's see. John Sheehan's at $25 on Chubby Checker. Ivan's at $63.50 on Beatles. I'm going to make that $64. We like $1 increments here. So I'm going to make that $64. Lisa got Bing Crosby. Pete's at $65 and Track List on Bing. I've already sold that one, Eric. The Everly Brothers. The Everly Brothers Show. 2-record set, $19.99. That appears to be very nice. Earl Hines on GNP Crescendo label. $9.99 on Earl Hines. Redbone Potlatch, $19.99. Redbone Potlatch, Maria Muldaur, $9.99 for Maria. We got Maria, and then you got Melanie, $9.99. They both sold a lot of records. Outlaws, Hurry Sundown. The Outlaws is $19.99. And Jeremy's back in on the Beatles, $67. I think we've had 5 different bidders now on the Beatles, Please Please Me. Chubby Checker is $25, going twice, going 3 times to John Sheehan. Going twice, going 3 times to John Sheehan. Little River Band, Time Exposure. Little River Band is $9.99. Pete's out on the Beatles. It looks like it's between Jeremy and Ivan. Walt Disney's Cinderella, $24.99. Walt Disney's Cinderella, the story and the songs. That's the book, and it's like a read along. $24.99 on that. Jeremy Dalton on Melanie. And Wolves Council's at 27 on Chubby Checker. We got a new bidder. Wolves Council's at 27 on Chubby Checker, which means John Sheehan, you're out. Ivan says he's out on the Beatles, and that means Jeremy Dalton has the Beatles. Please, please me for $67. That's now going once, going twice. Stan Jets, Voyage. Appears to be very nice. $14.99. Surprised no one's on top of oh, never mind. Tracy Miller, Cinderella. 28 on Chubby Checker, 30. We have Roger Moore as Ian Fleming's James Bond 007 in Octopussy. This is $19.99. Soundtrack. That's one you don't see as often. Music by John Barry, and of course the theme song is sung by Rita Coolidge. Tracy Miller on Cinderella. Wendy Michelle on Stan, and Alex Roman on Bond. Don't forget to hit a thumbs up on YouTube. Yes, please do that. If you're watching on YouTube, the thumbs up button, please hit that. And also, I hope that you're subscribed to our channel, because if you saw the giveaway, we're going to be doing that tonight, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. We're going to be doing the warrant drawing, and then we're going to do the giveaway for the people who subscribe to YouTube. We got a new thing we're trying out that I paid for to pick comments. I hope it works. We've tested it. So far, it's been flawlessly. Or Tanner tested. I hadn't actually seen it in person. The Tommy Dorsey Frank Sinatra Sessions, Volume 3, $22.99. And Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town. That is $14.99. I'm going to try this other mic. They say this one don't sound too well. I'm going to unplug this one. Okay, let me change mics right quick. Maybe the battery's low on this one. Test 1, 2. Could this be rubbing up against this sweatshirt? I'm wearing a different hoodie than I have been the last few nights. Test 1, 2. All right. This. Same thing I've been doing. I moved it up from this stuff because I think it was scratching against this volunteers letters, but I moved it up here to the soft part, so I'll have to get Justin's help. Okay. All right. Must be that mic. Okay. Chubby Checker, 32, 35, 35, 36 on Chubby Checker, 37 on Chubby. I don't need to say that too many times. All right, let's go ahead and sell the Beatles. That's sold to Jeremy Dalton for $67. Jeremy, you get the Beatles for $67. And let's see here. I think we're done now, right? Okay. Easy Living, Paul Desmond. This is $19.99. Easy Living, Paul Desmond. RCA Master Series. This is from France, the country. $19.99. Frank Sinatra. What is this thing called? Love and the Night We Called It a Day. $24.99. This is a two-in-one Sinatra pack. Two-in-one Sinatra pack. What is this thing called? Love and the Night We Called It a Day. $24.99. Nantucket, Your Face or Mine. Nantucket is $14.99. And Gary, who do we have here? Gary Stewart. $14.99 for Gary Stewart. All right, let me get caught up here in the comments because there's a lot going on. First thing, I need to update everybody on our auctions. John Sheehan's out on Chubby Checker. So Don Unstad, you have the Chubby Checker autographed record. You have that right now for $37. That's going once, going twice to you. Going once, going twice to you, $37. If you want to bid on that, you need to get in pretty soon because that's been up for a while. All right, then we have next is Doodah Dave's Records. I'd like to have Talk of the Town Rod Stewart. Dave, this is $14.99. It's a really nice copy too, near mint. If you want that, just say sold. Doodah Dave, and then we'll give you instructions on how to, because I know you're a first-time buyer, on how to pay us and etc. Okay. Yes, use that on the, you have to send it through YouTube and, yeah, the Contact Us tab. Yeah, if you pull it up, I'll show you. Brad Faust on Paul Desmond. Brad Faust on Paul Desmond. Jeremy Dalton on Frank Sinatra. Does the mic help with the pronunciation? No, not at all. So, okay. Never mind on that anyway. We don't even need it right now. Okay, Robert Campbell and Gary Stewart. All right. Okay, Chubby Checker, final call on that. You got to be careful what you ask for. I'll end up selling you something. Okay, what do we have up? An autograph. We're about to end that one. I'm going to put up another autograph, and then I'm going to put up another Japanese pressing. So let me go ahead and get those on standby, okay? And Robert Campbell, I've got you down for Gary Stewart already. All right, back to these, and I'm about to end Chubby Checker. We have Lulu, which is $9.99. Lee Oscar, Before the Rain, and that is $29.99. Lee Oscar, Before the Rain. Hendry says, I'll take the Rod Stewart's. Sell that to Hendry. The Angels Greatest. Angels. Interesting. Wow. $99.99. The Angels Greatest. $99.99. And this is on Albert Productions, EMI. $99.99 on that. Folk Jamboree, $9.99. Bob Dylan, Pete Seeger, New Christie, Johnny Cash, Flat and Scruggs, $9.99 on that. Brooklyn Bridge is $19.99. Their hit song was Worst That Could Happen, $19.99. And Johnny Winter, Captured Live, that's also $19.99. All right, Chubby Checker is sold. Brent just asked the bid. I just said it's sold. I'm sorry. I was just ending that. Don Unstad is at $37. Chubby Checker was sold to him for $37. Let's see here. Well, that'll be the last time I say Chubby Checker for a while, because that was the only autograph we had of his tonight. I think we do have another one, though. Some of these we have duplicates of. All right, I want to take a look at this because this looks so nice. I thought about checking to see if mine at home was this nice. This is so nice. Count how many times I say nice right now. This is a nice record. Oh my gosh. Led Zeppelin 2. It is pristine, near mint Japanese vinyl. It has the very nice Japanese lyric insert. You can read along to Ramble On. Look at these lyrics. How did they come up with all this stuff? I know how. They read The Lord of the Rings. That's what this, look right here. Gollum and the Evil One. See? It's Lord of the Rings. Have this Atlantic Records kind of advertisement insert. And this is an extremely nice cover. And with a very nice obi to complement it. Led Zeppelin 2 is an $85 start. Very nice Japanese pressing of that, $85 start. Our next autograph is signed by Mick Jones. This is actually a Big Audio Dynamite 12-inch single. And, of course, Mick Jones also in The Clash. This is Big Audio Dynamite, The Bottom Line, which is autographed by Mick Jones right there in gold. I forgot what I've been starting these. $55. Sounds good enough to me. Mick Jones, $55. Big Audio Dynamite. $55 on that. I can't even remember. Okay. Jeff Beck Wired, $19.99. We do have a bid on Led Zeppelin, and we're looking for $55 on the Mick Jones. Rod Stewart, Blondes Have More Fun, $14.99. Ray Thomas from Mighty Oaks, $14.99. Now from the Moody Blues, Ray Thomas, his first solo LP. Very cool hype sticker in shrink wrap. That's $14.99. JoJo Gunn, $14.99 for JoJo Gunn. And we have Grand Funk Railroad, Born to Die, $19.99. Grand Funk Railroad, Born to Die, $19.99. John Young got the Oaks. Man, if I knew this was in here, if I had had time to go through them, John, you would not be getting that because I would have kept that. I don't think I have that one, nor do I have one in shrink wrap of hop sticker. Sell that to John Young, though. Jeannie Pinnell is at 55 on Mick Jones, and Mike Cochran was second to Ray Thomas. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, welcome back, my friends. That's $34.99. Chili Whack Opus is $9.99. And John F. Kennedy, $19.99. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for Coletco. Rufus featuring Shaka Khan, $9.99. Ask Rufus. Gold Stamp promo, $9.99 on Shaka Khan. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 4, that's a UK pressing of that, $14.99. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3, $14.99. We got 3 and 4. Pop Blues, Volume 7, Pacific Gas and Electric, Wade in the Water. Wow, never seen that before. That's also from France, $19.99. And the last record in this bin was Eddie and the Hot Rocks, Life on the Line. Excuse me, Hot Rods, $34.99. Eddie and the Hot Rods, Life on the Line. It does have a clip corner. It is an extremely nice copy, $34.99. All right, only one bid on each of these, but that means they're going to sell. Jeannie Pinnell has the Mick Jones autograph for $55. It's a 12-inch single, Big Audio Dynamite. It's autographed by Mick Jones. That's going twice, going 3 times. And we do have a bidder on Led Zeppelin 2. This is so nice. That's an $85 bid with Eric Fisher, and that's going once, going twice. Cody Chandler wants Rufus featuring Shaka Khan. That's sold to Cody Chandler. We do have a new bidder on the Mick Jones autograph. Mike Massey's at $65. All right, here's what's left in this bin. If you want prices on anything, let me know. Triumph, Rock and Roll Machine, Paul McCartney, Earl Clue. We have Sam and Dave, The Undisputed Truth, Surf City, Surfing USA, and other surfing hits. Everly Brothers Show, Earl Hines, Redbone, Maria Muldaur, Outlaws, Hurry Sundown, Little River Band, the Tommy Dorsey Frank Sinatra Sessions, Volume 3, Nantucket, Lulu, and Lee Oscar. Triumph Condition, VG Plus cover, does have some writing right there in one of those fire explosions. And vinyl is near mint minus. That's a nice copy, $19.99. Mick Jones is now at 70. Jeannie bid 66. Mike is at 70. The Angels Greatest, that was $99.99. Folk Jamboree, Brooklyn Bridge, Johnny Winter, Jeff Beck Wired, Rod Stewart, JoJo Gunn, Grand Funk Railroad, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Chili Whack, JFK, Blood, Sweat, Tears, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Pacific Gas Electric, and Eddie and the Hot Rods. All right, we can sell Led Zeppelin to Eric. Eric, you got also one of my, we're doing a lot of Chad's favorites on Japanese pressings tonight. Led Zeppelin 2. That is sold to Eric Fisher for $85. Was that a promo? Yes. Triumph, well, it was a gold stamp promo. The label wasn't marked promo. Cover was gold stamp. What happened? But yeah, this isn't a, yeah, not a promo label. Gold stamp right there. Okay. That's a pretty good crate. Not much left in it. I'm going to condense what was left in the first bin of check condition stuff in it. So maybe we can go through it later. We had some good check condition stuff still left. Stevie Wonder and Blondies and Steppenwolf and Joe Walsh, but we'll go back through those again. All right. Mick Jones autograph is at 90 with Mike Massey. Calvin Ward said he will take the Triumph. Good decision. Good decision. Triumph don't stay long around here. It's not maybe an instant seller, but I don't think we have any in the bins right now. If we do, I'll be surprised. Calvin takes that. 12 for Stevie. Is that for Hotter Than July? If you're offering $12 for that, then yes, I will sell that to you. Let me find it. It was right in here. This one right here. If so, sell that to Kevin Huffman. 12 for Rod Stewart. Which one? I think there's only one left in there, though. Well, this is making me nervous. I'm going to put it right here. My laptop balanced on the edge. Yeah, I won't put this up for auction. I'll just show it right quick. I think someone will buy it immediately. Or maybe we should auction it. Auction it, Ed? Is that what you think? Ed says auction it. All right. Let's put this up for auction right quick. Found this in the back. Bonham, 1989, OG. Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son, John Bonham of Led Zeppelin. This is called Bonham, The Disregard of Timekeeping. And we're going to start that for $30. This is a 1989 press, $30 for Bonham. And Jesse, let me know which Ross. If it was Blondes Have More Fun, I'll sell that to you for $12 if that's the one you want. All right, here's some new vinyl. It's only a few titles, but it was some stuff we got in last week. Or excuse me, yesterday. You may have not seen. Just a few things in here you need to be aware of. We still got the Jerry Rafferty City to City. This is a 2LP remaster. I think it's some of these Start Your Off exclusives are sometimes cut from the original tapes. You know, they're really good quality. They've remastered this to two sides. It's 3 sides of music, 2LP, but it's also on orange vinyl. So that is $36.99. I have 2 of those left. We've sold quite a few of those pre-order. I need to check the post for the Slipknot because I posted that these came back in stock and I sold a couple right here. I said, we got a restock of Slipknot, and we sold one to Kevin Kubina, one to Kyle Gregory, one to Bill Fratsky, one to Preston Rogers, and one to Matt Algram. So now, that was after the Facebook post, I only have, first of all, Mike Massey is at 90 on the Mick Jones autograph. Mike Massey's at 90 on the Mick Jones autograph. That's going once, going twice. Calvin's at 30 on Jason Bonham. I'm going to call it Bonham. $30 on Calvin Ward. 30 from David Howard. Allen's at 35. David also bid 30. And Patrick Carter wants a Slipknot. So yeah, that's what I was about to say. Now I only have 1 copy of Slipknot left. I told y'all. Usually when I make a Facebook post, the people who don't get to watch the live show will see it, and they'll definitely want one. I have 1 left, Slipknot Volume 5, and that is on the pink vinyl. And Tanner, all those are sold via a group post. So they're definitely claimed. I've got 1 left. Bonham's at 40. And there was something else going on. Blondes Have More Fun for $12. And that was for Jesse Hood. That was Rod Stewart. Yeah, sell that to Jesse for $12. Okay. So, auction update before I go any further. Bonham is at $40 with Calvin Ward. Calvin was in first, David. That's Bonham, 1989. It's a USOG, of course. And then final call on the Mick Jones autograph. It's autographed on a Big Audio Dynamite 12-inch single. That's at $90. Final call. Mike Massey has that. Jeannie said she was out. And Steve Howe wants the last Slipknot. Slipknot, the Gray Chapter. Now, why I'm showing some Slipknots, because it's about the only one I have left, and I do have a bunch of them. I feel like most people have it, but just in case, especially if we have anybody new watching tonight, I still have Iowa in stock. I'm telling you, these Slipknot records that's on colored vinyl, when they're all gone, if you don't have one, you'll regret it because they'll be expensive. This will be like a $65, $75 record probably, you know, whenever they're all the stock is evaporated. Iowa is $36.99, 2LP green vinyl. Which McCartney? The only McCartney record we had tonight was Back to the Egg. It was $24.99. I've got 2 copies left of Morgan Wallen, If I Know Me. $29.99 for Morgan Wallen, If I Know Me, and I have a couple more copies on the way. $29.99 for that. We sell a ton of those here in the store locally. David Schroeder wants a Slipknot. So does Steve Howe, and so does Patrick Carter. Slipknot, Iowa, $36.99. That is on the green vinyl. That's so to David Schroeder, Steve Howe, Patrick Carter. Let's go ahead and sell Big Audio Dynamite to Mike Massey for $90. And then the Bonham record is at $45. Timothy Jernigan on Morgan Wallen. I did sell Elton John Japanese. Yes, it's sold. And James McGowan. The Joe Walsh we had earlier was Joe Walsh Greatest Hits, or Best of Joe Walsh. It is a VG Plus $14.99. VG Plus condition, but it has some of their best music. Funk 49, Walk Away. The Jerry Rafferty, City to City, Pete, is $36.99. It's 2 LPs on orange, or it kind of matches the cover. I don't know what condition or color you call it, but that is the 2 LP colored vinyl C or title. All right, so I sold out of Iowas. I now have 1 Morgan Wallen left, but I do have more on the way, but those will be gone before you know it. I need to put some out in the bins for the weekend shoppers here in the store. Well, today was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah, wow. Well, I've already missed today, but that's okay. Best of the James Gang is sold to James McGowan. Iowa Slipknot is $36.99. So what has that got on it? A goat? What is that, a goat? And what's this, a sheep? What's on the Pearl Jam? We got a lot of animals here on the cover. Yeah, that's one of those like evil-looking goats. And then I also have Pearl Jam Versus. Pearl Jam Versus is $34.99. I just want to make everybody aware that I have those. That was out of stock forever. They hadn't pressed 10, Pearl Jam 10, one of the biggest albums of the 90s. It hadn't been pressed as a single LP in like 2 years, which I can't believe. They're doing this 2 LP version, but not a lot of people buy that. So is there an etching on side 4? I don't know what they did for side 4, David. I have no idea. I hadn't looked at one. They didn't say either. Cyndi Lauper True Colors is $38.99. And we have U2 The Joshua Tree, 2 LP remaster. Also includes a book with it. That is $44.99. Jeremy Dalton wants a copy of Iowa. And where are we at on Bonham? Let me go ahead and wrap up Bonham. The Jason Bonham album, Calvin Ward, is at $45. I haven't seen a lot of people say out, but if you want in, let me know because I'm about to sell that. Bonham's at $45. I figured that would be popular. And Francis Drennan is U2. We can all thank Ed because he told me it was in there. I hadn't seen John in 2 weeks because he was on vacation, and I have not seen him this week, so I don't know what's going on in the back room really. I just show up and sell records, right, Tanner? I just show up and sell records. And then I get more records ready, and then it's just records, you know, and other stuff. What was I working on last night? Posters, sports cards, autographs, coins, currency, knives, toys, thimbles, salt and pepper shakers, NASCAR. Justin's looking at the stuff I took. It's hyped me up, hasn't it, Justin? I'm a completely different person now. Frank Zappa, Chunga's Revenge. This is signed by Flo and Eddie. Flo and Eddie, I'll have to think about their other names or their real names. Is it Mark Volman and what's their names? Okay, but Flo and Eddie were the Turtles. Later on, they joined Frank Zappa and his endeavors. So 2 good things going for this. First of all, this is an extremely nice copy of Chunga's Revenge. I'm pretty sure Steve bought this new, maybe to have them autograph it or something. I don't know. Or, I mean, there's his name right there, Steve Cole. He rubber stamped side 2 there. That was from his personal. The vinyl is near mint. This is probably the nicest copy of Chunga's Revenge I've seen. Did you hear that pop when I opened the gatefold? I mean, the gatefold hadn't been opened too many times. Nice spine, and I've put it in a 4mm sleeve. But it's signed by Flo and Eddie, there we go, thank you, Jimmy. Mark Volman and Howard Kalin. Thank you. I knew I would forget that come showtime. This is I don't know, I mean, the record itself is nice, and then you got these 2 autographs on here. I'm going to say a $45 start, and I think you're buying the record, in my opinion. You're just buying Chunga's Revenge. But, so, $45 start, Frank Zappa, autographed by Flo and Eddie. That's a $45 start. Calvin Ward, where are we at? Okay, Pete got City to City. Mark Shelton bid $47 on Bonham. David says he's out. Then Calvin's back in at $48. And $45 on the Frank Zappa autograph. All right, new from MoFi. I meant to make a post about this because when I checked it on Discogs, the median on Discogs was $168.25. And that's because a lot of people are buying them overseas and they're a little bit more money. But I have the new Alan Parsons Project iRobot Ultra Disc 1-Step. This is going to sound amazing. I Wouldn't Want to Be Like You and all those other really spacey songs that's on this album. This is a 1-Step from MoFi. $124.99. I still got all 5. Based on reviews I was reading last night, I'm probably going to keep one myself, add it to my MoFi collection. And I have 2 copies left of Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. Black Sabbath, We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll, $44.99. All right, so we're Mark's out on Bonham. So Calvin's at $48 on Bonham. That's going twice, going 3 times now to Calvin Ward. Looking for a, what did I say, $55 start on Zappa or $45? I can't remember. I'll take either one for Frank Zappa. This is a new restock from yesterday. We Sold Our Soul for Rock and Roll. That is a 2 LP Black Sabbath greatest hits. Black Sabbath, The Wizard, The Warning, Paranoid, War Pigs, Iron Man, Wicked World, Tomorrow's Dream, Fairies Wear Boots, Changes, Sweet Leaf, Children of the Grave, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Am I Going Insane, Laguna Sunrise, Snowblind, and NIB. That's a great track. That's some good rockin' music. Was Sweet Leaf on there? Yeah. Yes, I was about to say Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, War Pigs, Paranoid, Black Sabbath, $44.99. For some reason, that hadn't been in stock for quite some time. Liam, hello, Liam. Liam, I've got to get you some records. Liam, I'm going to get you some records so you can review them for your YouTube channel, okay? I'm going to get you a couple Beatles records that I don't think you have so you can post some reviews. Cody Chandler and Justin Cleveland on the 2 Black Sabbaths. If anybody else wants any one, that will be a waiting list. Okay, we can go ahead and sell Bonham because I think everybody that was bidding has said out. Thank you, because that really speeds up the process. Calvin Ward gets that for $48. John Stevens is at $45 on Zappa. Liam, I'll let your dad know when I have them ready, but I've got some duplicate Beatles records that I'm going to let you have so you can do some YouTube reviews, all right? John Stevens is at $45 on Zappa, and that's going once, going twice. I was looking through my Beatles bin a couple nights ago, and I was like, why do I need 18 copies of Revolver? And some of them are the same kind of pressing, you know? All right, let's see what we got in this crate. I have no idea, but we're about to find out. John Stevens is at $45 on the Zappa autograph. Thank you, John. That's going twice, going 3 times. Man, where's Wayne and Ryan at? Are y'all alive? Not only is this a near-mint copy of Chunga's Revenge, but it's also autographed by Flo and Eddie. Wayne's in, $46. I was about to say, none of the Zappa people's bidding. All right, next Japanese auction is going to be this pristine, let me make sure. Yeah, this pristine copy of AC/DC for Those About to Rock. This is a near mint copy. The key word is pristine. Very nice, top copy. Gatefold. For Those About to Rock, we salute you. I'll get this one started for just $65. AC/DC for Those About to Rock. Just $65 on that. Near mint Japanese pressing of that. The autograph, George, is the album is Frank Zappa's Chunga's Revenge, which by the way is near mint. And then the autographs are Flo and Eddie, which was, I said their names earlier. Sorry, I forgot. Also, I meant to show this in the last new arrivals bin. I have 1 copy left of 10 Years, The Autumn Effect left. I have 1 copy of that left. I'm also down to 3 copies of Iowa Slipknot, and here's another big one. We have sold a lot. Smashing Pumpkins. I've only got 2 Smashing Pumpkins albums available in this store. Gish and Adore. Gish is $39.99 and Adore is $49.99. So Melancholy is not available. I wish. I got 100 and something back ordered whenever they come in. Siamese Dream. I had some not too long ago. They're all gone. Pisces came in stock. They're all gone. And I think there was another one. No, that's it. And, of course, Pisces is all gone. All right. I think we can get started now. We have Homecoming. Dexter Gordon live at the Village Vanguard. This is $24.99. Homecoming. Dexter Gordon live at the Village Vanguard. $24.99. Wings Over America. This is the U.S. version. I say that because we usually get a bunch of Japanese pressings in. This is a triple LP, and this one is nice. Triple LP, Wings Over America, $39.99. Who do we have here? Gene Parsons, Kindling. Gene Parsons, Kindling, $14.99. Some records I'm going to pull out. I don't know what they are. Some I've seen a billion times. Some I've seen for the first time. Poco, picking up the pieces, $9.99. That has a promo stamp on the back. And Jerry Reed, Nashville Underground, $19.99 for Jerry Reed, Nashville Underground. Okay, update on our auctions. Zappa is at 50. Yeah, Wayne Titsworth is at 51 on the Frank Zappa. It's not a Frank Zappa autograph. Let me clarify that. It's a Flo and Eddie autograph on this Frank Zappa LP. That is, Wayne is at $51, and John says he's out. That's John Stevens. So Wayne is top bidder. That's going twice, going 3 times. Update on AC/DC. We had 67, 75, and Brandon Popoff is at 80. Brandon's at $80 on that. Kevin Hughes takes the Jerry Reed. Gene Parsons was the later era drummer for the Byrds, so he must be kin to Graham. I saw Parsons. I was like, a member of the Byrds family. Duke Ellington, Festival Session, $9.99. Jay McShawn, the man from Muskogee, featuring Claude Williams. That looks like that could be good. $9.99. Not related to Graham. Okay, that's interesting. The Rascals, Peaceful World, $19.99. John Mintzmoyer is at $90 on the AC/DC. The Rascals, Peaceful World. I think y'all know, if you've watched our channel long enough, even though AC/DC is a multi-platinum, worldwide selling, massive of a band, for some reason, their records are just few and far in between, and especially in good condition. So when you can get an opportunity to buy a near mint record, especially Japanese, I mean, y'all know it's not like we have AC/DC records every night. They're not as common as Pablo Cruz or Poco. I wish, but they're just not. There's huge demand for AC/DC records. People wore them out. They were party records, and it's like Kiss. A lot of kids had them. They were mishandled, thrown around on the floor. Chasing Heart, which is Tommy Flowers, wants Jay, and that was, what was Jay? What was that this, what happened to that? Did I already pull something out? What's that record I was just holding? Oh, right here. Jay, that's sold to Tommy Flowers. AC/DC 95, AC/DC 97. Dionne Warwick, Where There Is Love is $7.99. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, A Memorial Album, $19.99. Boy, I've been watching a lot of conspiracy stuff lately. What is this? Hurrah? Hoorah. It is spelled HURRAH exclamation point. Hoorah is $14.99. And we have Gutter Light. Boy, this looks weird. Nothing on the label. $9.99. That is called Gutter Light. And Interplay. Marion McPartland. Some strange stuff in this crate. $9.99. Golden Years of Brenda Lee. I know her. $9.99. I know him. Another JFK Memorial Album. $19.99. And London Chuck Berry Sessions. That is a VG copy for $12.99. All right. We're going to go ahead and sell the Zappa. Wayne, you got that. $51. Congratulations. That's sold to you. All right, I'm going to bring out an autograph. It's kind of, I meant to do a little bit more research on it, but I'll tell you where I got it from. Let's see. Let me show a couple of these first. Yeah, let's do the good one first. I really like this one. I'm kind of real partial to this. This is one where if I don't get this opening bid, that's okay. I might have it authenticated. I know it's real. I'll tell you the story of it. I was actually just talking to a customer earlier about this guy. Here locally, there's a man lives here in Lebanon. His name's Mike Slarv. He was a concert promoter. He actually owned a coach busing company. If you're local from around Lebanon, I think it was called Four Seasons Coach Busing. But he made, the big motor coach buses for musicians, celebrities. He was a concert promoter, so he had a lot of contacts. He had this unbelievable collection of autographs, memorabilia, and he consigns a lot of stuff to us, and I buy a lot of stuff to us. So he made one of Ronnie James Dio's buses. And when Ronnie James picked it up here in Lebanon, Mike actually met Ronnie James here, I think, at the Walmart parking lot and delivered his bus. And he came on. Ronnie James Dio was in there, and he signed a couple photographs for him, and this is one of them. It's signed Magic Ronnie James Dio, and we need a $150 start for it. Ronnie James Dio. So it's an autograph, just promotional photo. It says Magic Ronnie James Dio. $150 start. I kind of like it myself, which when I like something myself, especially with a story, I'm more tempted to keep it. But it's kind of on consignment, so I'm kind of obligated to sell it too. So I rarely do consignment. I've only got, other than the vendors where people actually rent out booths here in the store and I sell stuff for them, I've only got like 3 things on consignment, and they're all from Mike. These 2 autographs and that pair of pants from Ron Wood. We have a pair of pants that Ron Wood wore, whatever. So yeah, $150 start on that. But yeah, and what's cool is it was signed just right down the road here in Walmart parking lot. So when he was picking up his new bus. So, all right. Where are we at? Let's go back up, make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see here. Mike Massey said, how much for Hurrah? Hurrah was $14.99. $14.99 on that. 4 Seasons. Yes, that was the name of his company. If it's the guy on Bab, he has a huge Beatles poster building. Yes, that's him. I've got that same Beatles poster. I actually got 2 of them. I bought up in Pennsylvania at a flea market, and when he came into my store, he's like, hey, that's my poster. But yeah, his collection, man, I've sold a lot of stuff over the last few years of his. The last thing he has that I'm trying to get is the postcards. They look like concert posters, but they're postcard size that they made from that era. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. He has binders full of them. Jimi Hendrix, Grateful Dead, Janis Joplin, The Doors, Led Zeppelin, backstage passes. So, just unbelievable. So, all right. So Jeannie Pinnell's at 150, Calvin's at 160. Where are we at on AC/DC? That's what I was going to check. John Mincemoyer is at $115. John Mincemoyer is at $115 on AC/DC. John Mincemoyer is at $115 on AC/DC. That's going twice, going 3 times. I don't think I've missed anything else. Jeannie Pinnell's at 15 on Dio. Calvin's at 160. Mike says, hurrah, 100. Oh, 10. Let me see here. What did I have on it? Mike, I was trying to keep everything sticker price right now, but if you do want that for 12, I'll sell that to you for 12. I'm trying to keep everything sticker price in this bin, though. Jeannie Pinnell's at 161 on that. I can't recall, is there Ron Wood piece signed and what's the price? I've actually got somebody interested in it right now. It's a pair of Ron Wood's pants, which we are like 95% sure is authentic. And then there's a poster that's supposed to be signed by the Rolling Stones. The autographs on that's questionable, but the pair of pants is pretty significant by itself. It's $4,500. Okay, Dio's 165, 166, 117 on AC/DC, and Calvin's at 175. John says he's out. Jeremy Dalton's at $117 on AC/DC. Okay, that's the Jeremy Dalton. Calvin's at 175 on Dio. I almost forgot about AC/DC, but it's now at 117 with Jeremy Dalton. The Adventures of Robert Savage. This is, wow, $69.99 from 1971. The Adventures of Robert Savage, Volume 1. What a cool cover. I don't know a lot about that, but it looks interesting. Mark's also out on AC/DC. Jeannie says she's out on Dio. Calvin Ward's at 175. Dexter Gordon, Blues a la Susie. Dexter Gordon, green prestige label, $19.99. Human Sexual Response, Fig 14, $9.99. How do you check authenticity on the pants? We got photo matches, and then the customer who's interested in buying it, he knows people directly with the Rolling Stones, and I think some people are looking at it. I got to send better pictures, but those also came from this guy right here. And he actually texted me the story earlier. I mean, just a few moments ago, Mike texted me how he got the pants. Let me see here. But yeah, I got the information here. He bought it at an auction, and I mean, he's got all the information right here. I just sent that to the person who's interested in those. So, okay, but yeah, pants, jerseys, shirts, you use photo matching. Of course, provenance is important. Paperwork trail, who got it from who, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So, okay, let me get back to the bin here. Mike Massey gets hurrah for $12. John Stevens wants the human sexual response. Darwin wants 10 years and a door. Darren, not Darwin. Darwin, thank you. Darren, I also have you down for those cherry pies, or I think that's what you pre-ordered with us. So there's 10 years, and you want Smashing Pumpkins. I'll move them, though, so we can get one out. Oh, crates are heavy. All right, next is, Carol says it's a secret, yeah. Who got the Bonham? I'm not for sure. Do we remember who got the Bonham? Calvin Ward got the Bonham record. Okay. All right, we have Flamin' Harry. Is that what that says? Flamin' Harry. That's $9.99. And original motion picture soundtrack to Dancers. Dancers is $19.99. That's in shrink wrap. Okay, update on our auctions. Got a couple big ones up here. We have this Ronnie James Dio autographed picture signed by himself. Ronnie James Dio, Magic. What a cool picture. What a cool autograph. He put Magic. Ronnie James Dio. That's at $175 with Calvin Ward. If you want to bid on that, time is ticking. And if you need the backstory on that, I've got it. Guaranteed to be authentic. And then final call on this. This has been up for a half hour, but I've been giving everybody plenty of time to bid. Jeremy Dalton has that for $117. Final call. Final call. I think we're having problems with the feed because everybody has lost connection. The Head Boys is $14.99. The Head Boys, self-titled, $14.99 on that. And Bram Tchaikovsky, $14.99. This is called Strange Man, Change Man. Bram T. Strange Man, $14.99. Horse Lips Aliens. Horse Lips Aliens is $14.99. And Blood Rock Passage is $19.99. This one has the insert. Okay, I really can't do anything right now. All right. I hate to end when we got these two auctions also going. So let's see who's in Who's Who and Jazz presents Lionel Hampton with Dexter Gordon. That is $14.99. Street Affair, Glory Boys, $19.99. This is on this yellow Sire label. That's from Steve Cole's collection. That is $19.99. And the Rubinos Back to the Drawing Board. This is $14.99. Motels is $19.99. Okay, yeah, I think there's something has completely crashed. Well, we can go ahead and sell them. You know, Calvin got this for $175, and AC/DC sold to Jeremy Dalton for $117. Let me just restart.